finally get it. As I was reading this comment, I was actually eating Chipotle. I'm not going to show you because it's not aesthetic. I heated it up and, tumbled it or whatever. I read that comment and I was like, girl, you don't have to give up fast food. Just change the fast food, because this is technically still fast food, but it's just vegan fast food. It finally hit me. It was like, Savannah, slow down. I've basically been teaching y'all from the middle of my experience. I'm 10 to 15 years in. So I'm like, oh yeah, fasting. Girl, I didn't start with fasting. I started by giving up hormone-free, steroid-free chicken. I'm like, oh, wait a minute, girl, go back to the beginning to where you were, because I am greedy. So if I just come out of nowhere and someone tells me give up food, girl, it didn't start that way. I gave up pork years ago. That had nothing to do with my healing. But when I first started my fibroid journey, trying to heal my body, the first thing I did was give up hormone-free, not give up, I started eating hormone-free, steroid-free, like antibiotic-free chicken. That's where I started. And if you don't have to necessarily give up fast food or eating out, you don't have to have like that super ultra processed food. This is still food. This is actually rice and corn and beans. That's actual rice and corn and beans, and not some mush, mashed, made up something. I mean, like, you could have vegan fast food, or like Caribbean food, Italian food, Greek food, food that's still food. Probably, I mean, of course it has like oil and sodium or whatever else, but at least it's still real food. At least you're not eating some like science experiment. I've been saying African American diet 101, but baby, I'm more so like in calculus. Fasting is like a really big step. I think I actually need to do African American diets 101. Start with the basics from the beginning. 101 is not going from pork to 30 days of pineapples. Like, that's not the next step. The next step is like giving up pork or eating less pork, exchanging your beef for chicken and your fish for the, you know what I mean? It's like exchanging or going to the next step. So my bad for everybody that's been here, and I've been like pushing a little too hard. I didn't even realize, like, girl, you teaching from the 15-year in side of you versus the day one side of you. I think I'm gonna go back, take a step back and start over to where you can do something tomorrow. Like, fasting takes a lot. Like, if you're committed to the fasting, oh, kudos to you. I realized I didn't start there. First I gave up pork, then chicken, then beef, then fish, then lamb, and then goat. Then I became vegan. And then after vegan, then I became a frugivore, which is basically just real food, because vegan don't necessarily mean healthy. But let me clear that up. Vegan does not necessarily mean healthy. African American diet 101, revamped. Because all healing starts in the gut, but change is just one day at a time, not 15 years at a time. My bad, y'all. Class is back in session.